Jesse Kelly Show on a fantastic Wednesday. A hump day. You need to email your Ask Dr. Jesse questions for tomorrow. We have to do it on Thursday this week. Jesse@jessekellyshow.com. So, what's happening in Texas? What's happening with all this? James Tallarico is going up against Jasmine Crockett. They want to be the Democrat nominee for Senate in Texas. James Tallarico is somebody anyone with a brain realizes at least might have a chance in the general election. Probably not a good chance, but might have a chance. Jasmine Eyelashes has no chance whatsoever. Absolutely none. The market for angry, loud black women is very, very small in the United States of America. It'll play really well to a very select audience, but overall, it's not a very appealing thing in the world. You don't know, girl. No, nobody wants to be around that. Nobody. Absolutely nobody at all. So, what to do? Well, Democrats, you see, they're getting some polling that makes them very uncomfortable. The polling is showing that Democrat voters in the state of Texas, they might prefer Jasmine Crockett. Democrat voters are insane. You know they're going to get all the black Democrats in Texas, every one of them, because black Democrats vote insanely tribally. They'll go, what percentage of the white Democrat base is laden with white guilt? What percentage? A huge percentage, right? James Tallarico is the obvious choice, but that's not really what Democrats are showing they prefer right now. So, a massive effort has officially been launched to make James Tallarico the nominee and not Jasmine Crockett. What happened? James Tallarico got invited on Stephen Colbert's show to pump up his campaign. Well, you're not legally allowed to do that if you don't invite the primary opponent on as well. If you're Stephen Colbert, because it's public airwaves, you can't just have one of the two candidates on, you have to have them both on. So James Tallarico went on Stephen Colbert and CBS couldn't air it because they didn't have Jasmine Crockett on. And of course, James Tallarico is trying to sell it like this.
And I know viewers outside of Texas and in Texas are looking at you and the other Democratic candidates running and wondering, is this the year? Is this the year when the Democrats can finally win statewide in Texas again? And just to set up the degree of difficulty, as you know, it's been 38 years since a Democrat won a Senate election in Texas.
Well, I think the reason the Trump administration and their billionaire friends are trying to silence me and this movement is because they're worried that we are going to flip Texas in November of this year. There is a growing backlash across our state to the extremism and the corruption in our government. And we are building a movement to take back our state and take back our country.
Trying to silence me, he's talking about the fact that CBS didn't air it. Only CBS didn't air it, and it's not because of Donald Trump. They're not allowed to air it. Jasmine Crockett, she's a little miffed. Why wasn't she invited on?
We did receive information suggesting that the federal government did not shut down this segment, number one. That is my understanding, that the federal government didn't shut this down. And we will do an official statement once we get another official statement that we anticipate is going to be coming from Paramount. All right, so we will read what they say, and then we'll go from there. But it's our understanding that Colbert...
This reminds me of boot camp, the plane going by. Anyway.
Either Mr. Colbert or CBS decided that they just didn't want to air.
Okay, you can't hear a thing. What she says, basically, is the federal government didn't shut it down, like James Tallarico says. They're not trying to silence him. They didn't want to invite me on, so they chose not to interview me. James Tallarico has become the Democrat darling Jasmine Crockett thought she was going to be. And James Tallarico has become the Democrat darling simply because they think he's more useful to the revolution than Jasmine Crockett is. And for somebody like Jasmine Crockett, I mean, this is a low-life scumbag human being who would do anything for the revolution. She would say anything for the revolution. There's nothing beneath Jasmine Crockett except maybe fasting. Absolutely nothing at all. Yet now the system, she's watching all these powerful Democrats, all these powerful entities put her on the shelf, and she doesn't understand what is happening, Jasmine. In fact, every communist listening to me now, they're not loyal to you. The revolution is all that matters. The mafia boss doesn't ever get to gather the troops together and tell them all the family's going straight. No more stealing, no more murdering. We only legal things because the mafia boss would simply be killed the next day. Because protecting the family is all that matters. There's no loyalty in the revolution. Sorry, Jasmine. Back to the House of Representatives you go. Emails. Next.